My name is Julius Moraya, the Chief Principal, Thika High School, and I want to take this opportunity first and foremost to welcome our guests on this side, led by the Chief Guest, and our parents, and all the invited guests. Welcome to Thika High School and to Thika family. We call ourselves a family. Today, it's the first day that we are holding this prize giving come Family Day. After the COVID, post-COVID prize giving come Family Day. The day today is meant for Thika High School family to reflect on their achievements and challenges that they have gone through, so that we can look at the future with a lot of confidence. Thika High School has been in existence for the last 66 years. And if I reflect back the last 5 years, Thika High School has presented a total of 1,455 candidates to the National Examination Council to take KCSE. And out of those, 1,050 have transited to the university, which includes last year's candidate, who were 409. And out of those 409 candidates, a total of 291 transited to the university. This year we have registered 450 candidates. Our target every year has been to have 100% transition of our candidates to the university. The last 3 years, we have been managing 85, 70, 72, but we want to remain targeting 100% transition to the university. Out of the 409 candidates of the year 2022, we had a total of 22 candidates who scored an A, and 23 candidates who scored a straight A-. This school has seen tremendous growth, both in population, in infrastructure, and even in the staff. We had about 800 students 5 years ago. Today, we are having 1,800 young men. That growth has come as a result of the 100% transition. And I want to mention this so that the policy makers who are here in the Ministry of Education, the Chief Guest, and our Honourable MP, these are policies that came about 5 years ago, 100% transition to secondary school. And we responded and embraced the transition. But we as educationists, we are asking ourselves, and this is something to think about. They transited to secondary school, 100%. But after secondary school, where are they? Why don't we have that policy, 100% transition to secondary school, also having a policy of 100% transition to the tertiary institution? Because right now we had the analysis of the result of Kiambu County, where we were told that 52.5% of the students who did KCSE last year got D+ and below. Where are they? Could they be the reason why we have the insecurity? Could they be the reason why we have the idleness? Why could we be having them engaging in drug abuse? But if we had 100% to the tertiary institution, and tertiary institution, I'm saying we can have the university, we can have the middle level colleges, we can have TVET, where tuition is free. We can have village polytechnics. Out of the 37,000 students who did KCSE last year, 52.5% got D+. In fact, 9% were IT. We had 100% transition to secondary school. Where are the 9% who could also go to the village polytechnic, to the TVET, and improve on the availability of the skilled labor? That's something to discuss at political level, at policy level. May I also add at this point, our chief guest, that out of the students that we admitted last year, 432, 8 classes, 112 are from this constituency. 112 is almost 8 classes, 3 classes. They are from this constituency because we know this institution first belongs to Thika West. And therefore, that is why we are very keen when we are doing the admission.
Let me take this opportunity first to thank our principal here. Asante sana principal. And I want to promise you, as the MP for Thika Town constituency, because of the 120, the rest, 1,800 will benefit because I am putting money in those laboratories. Courtesy of you also recognizing our students who performed very well and they were from Thika. So by the time I'm putting money, I'll be saying even the students from Thika are also in Thika High School. Asante sana. Kwa hivyo, I'll do it very proudly. Very soon you see construction starting to take place at our laboratories. You we seated here, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. It doesn't matter what happened last time. What matters is what that is going to happen this time. Do your best, give your best, and it shall be well. I am so sure by the time we are coming next year, because after you sit for your exam, everything shall be okay. And we shall look back and say, truly, truly, we have made it. And that is why we are here today, to celebrate those ones who did very well, who made us very proud in 2022. Moving forward, even 2023 is a class that I want to work with. I'll talk with the principal, apart from putting the laboratory for the entire Form 1 to Form 4. Form 4s, I will talk with your principal, your chief principal, and I'm going to chip in something to be motivating you so that when you work hard, you keep on working very hard until we get our desired results. The only thing that can bring mtoto ambaye ametoka kwa familia iliyo chini na mtoto ambaye ametoka familia iliyo juu, the only equalizer in this life is education. It equalizes and brings everybody on that table for you to make discussions. So when you are seated here, the only time you come on that table, if it is when you give your best. And then you'll be on that table, the table where decisions are made.
People may think that you are children of privilege. That what we are, some people may think it is on the basis of the privilege that we have had in life. But the privilege we have had in life is not the privilege in its own definition, but it is the privilege in terms of hard experience that has shaped us to be what we are today. Mimi kama mbunge wa Kiharu na ambaye sasa siku ya leo nimefurahi sana to come to Thika High School. Nilizaliwa huko Murang'a kwa kijiji. Na vile nilizaliwa kwa kijiji huko kwetu, nikasomea hapo kijiji kama wengine wenu hapa. Those who come from our area, there is a school called Gadukini Primary. Just a normal public primary school. Then, mimi vile tunakula lunch for celebration. After that, I told my mother and the friends who came. I told them, you go pray for me very hard. You go pray for me very hard so that I do not get a job. Hamujasikia vizuri. I told my mother and the parents who came in my graduation that God pray for me so that I do not get a job. Because when I was in high school, I had two goals. The time I was a librarian, I was studying a lot, reading a lot of books. And I developed two ambitions. One, to be wealthy. Na sio ubaya, kila mtu wako hapa anataka kitu. And the other one is to be a leader. That is why the book I wrote in my second year in campus that was quoted here. By the way, niliandika hiyo book nikiwa second year. In fact, the initial book that I wrote, this was the second edition. Hapo nyuma, and I was in second year. I had written, the author is a student in this place. The last sentence was, and future Kiharu MP. By then I was second year in campus. Now I am studying as the MP for Kiharu. Today, you are not in Thika High School to be an employee. You never came to Thika High School so that you go and already work in businesses already created. Your parents brought you to Thika High School so that you can be a creator of opportunities, and you can be in an opportunity where there are a limitless amount of money that you can earn. With all due respect, and I'm saying this with all due respect, when you become a worker in a bank, your salary is cast on stone. You can only be increased according to the company's policies. When you start your own bank, the sky is not even the limit. You'll earn money according to your own ingenuity and your hard work. As the chairman of budget, we have put in, actually the budget for our education sector is the #1 highest budget in Kenya. One, because over and above the education system we now have CBC, we have junior secondary schools to take care of, and we are already giving money through the supplementary we give, and through the current budget that we are making, we have put in enough resources for the JSS, the learners who are in junior secondary schools. And we want that education of JSS to be affordable. As leaders, we have noted there are areas that the learners are already paying too much in JSS, and especially in our public primary schools. We are already looking into that, because we want to make education affordable. And we can only make it affordable if the money we are putting for capitation, the parents are not asked to pay more. Secondly, tumeongea na rais wa Kenya na yeye anakubaliana ya kwamba mashule zetu zote ziendelee na kazi ya kufunza, na tutakuwa tunawasupport na pia na pesa ya infrastructure. Na yeye mwenyewe ameagiza, kwa sababu CDF already have very good structures like the one that is happening here. The infrastructure funds will be given as quotation of grants. If it's Thika High School, we give Thika Town CDF to implement, so that we don't bog down the BOM and the teachers with a lot of physical infrastructure works, so that they concentrate on molding the minds and the brains and the future of the learners.
Yes, is that we have seen government agencies and institutions deviating from their core business and going into construction. You find an agency, and after another, they are busy building huge buildings. This kind of trajectory is what we are changing under the directive of the president, and precisely when it comes to administration offices, chief's offices, ACC offices, DCC offices, their resources henceforth will be channeled through NGCDF as conditional grants. The same will be happening to infrastructure funding. These are monies that are given to institutions like primary schools and high schools. Instead of giving the teacher too much work of looking after our young ones and also engaging them in endless construction opportunities, we are going to change that, and the president has directed that the infrastructure funds, wherever they are given, they'll be channeled through NGCDF, because there is structure in terms of how the money is administered, there is experience, there is expertise, and what you are looking for is value for money, which is better achieved through NGCDF.